What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Our first ever Black Ops 7 event has just gone live today. I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about it, the fastest way to complete it, all the rewards that you can get, because a lot of these are going to be very limited time. And so in this video, I want to make sure as many of you guys are able to get these rewards. So I'm going to show you guys everything you need to do. If you find the video helpful or informative, consider hitting that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on any Call of Duty news or updates. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So it first starts off showcasing this page here, saying the proving ground. So the rules are simple. Earn score. Earn leaderboard points by earning score in all multiplayer playlists and modes. And the image that you're looking at here, eliminations count. They even showcase disruption assist. So like anything that generates score in a game will help you with this. Now remember, this is not XP based. That means that if you pop a double XP token or if you complete daily challenges or anything like that, that has nothing to do with this. This is based on score. So anything you do in game, in terms of the eliminations, the assists, capturing objectives, that's how you gain scores. So you don't have to worry about people with hundreds of XP tokens using those to beat you in this event because they won't be able to. Then it says climb the leaderboard. Your leaderboard points determine your position on a 30-player leaderboard. The more points you earn, the higher you will climb. The goal of this video is to try and make sure that you place first or at least as close as possible to first to get the rewards. And then the last thing is earn rewards when the event ends based on your final leaderboard position, including 2 camo rewards. Earn additional rewards by completing score challenges. Now, when you actually jump into it, this is the first thing that will pop up before like you actually participate or jump into your first game. There's going to be a countdown that appears just letting you know how long you have until the event ends, and then it showcases first, top 5, top 10, top 15, and then top 30. Now, in terms of the rewards that you're able to get, once you place first, you're going to get the #1 champion proving grounds animated calling card. Now remember, if you get first place, you'll get that and everything below, and then so forth. If you get 5th, you'll get everything top 5 and then below. Then if you get top 5, so you will unlock the Revenant's animated camo, and then also an animated calling card that'll say top 5. Then if you get top 10, you will get a loading screen which looks like this, and then you also get a top 10 calling card which is no longer animated. And then after that, once you get into the top 15 area, that will unlock you a new camo known as Burial Ground. It's not animated, but that's the reward you get. And then when you go down to last place, which is going to be top 30th, you will end up getting a calling card. So if you get like 1 score, you'll get 30th, and then you'll get that reward. Now, there's another set of rewards that you can get, and this is the other side. So when you scroll to the right, there's going to be the challenge-based one. So even if you don't care about placing first, if you play the game and you earn score, you will get rewards. Now, the rewards first start off with a 1-hour double XP token at 10,000 score. So once you get that, that's the first reward you will get. It continues on. You will then unlock a weapon charm called Mad Peace. That will be at 20,000 score. Then at 40,000 score, you get a double weapon XP token. And then the last reward at 80,000 is going to be a new weapon blueprint for the M15 Mod O known as Drop 'em. And then that's what it looks like here within the showcasing. So if you want to just complete the whole thing without getting to first, just get 80,000 score within a week and you should be good. Now, I got a super fast method for you guys to earn score, and here's how you do it. So first off, I ended up at 24,000 score. Now, I only played a couple games because I was in a rush to make this video as fast as possible. So I'm not playing right now, but just want to let you know that within just 2 or 3 games, I was able to beat everybody here on the list and then get first. But this is what you need to do. So first off is make sure you have this loadout. I've made a video like this in the past before showcasing the fastest way to get XP, and it's literally the same thing. I went ahead and I tested it, and it gives you a massive amount of score. I would have 20 kills and get like 7,000 or 8,000 score, while someone would have 80 or 90 kills and have the same exact score as me. So you don't even need to get kills in order to maximize the amount of score that you get. So this is the loadout. First, for the wild card, I would recommend you put on Perk Greed. Now, in this screenshot here, I was a lower level. I think I'm like level 29 or 30, something around there. So I'm not able to put on a couple of these, but I was still able to get get a lot of score. So even if you're a lower level, just skip the stuff that you can't use. So if you can't put on Perk Greed, that's fine. In terms of the secondary, put on one of the launchers. That will be very important. I'll explain in a second. Melee, whatever you want. Field upgrade, I would recommend that you put on Squad Link. If you don't have that, put on something like the Scrambler one. That could also get you some points and help you out a lot as well. But I would just recommend that you put on Squad Link because it gives you XP for any teammates that are within that circle. And if they do anything, that is more score that you end up getting. Then for the tactical, I was using EMP throughout the gameplay. You can also use sight grenades. Decoys are usually the best, but you need to be like level 53 or 54 in order to unlock that. So the chance of you having that is probably slim. So just put on whatever you have available. For lethal, the best one to put on is the point turret because it's automated. You just throw it down. Anyone that comes near it, it'll shoot, and then you'll get XP even if it just tags them and doesn't get the kill. But once again, I wasn't a high enough level to use that, so I just went ahead and used like cluster grenades. Now for the perks, here are the important ones. The first one, I would recommend you put on Gearhead. This will allow you to get your field upgrades twice as fast. Then the second one, put on whatever you want, but I would recommend you put on a red perk. So in this case, I just put on Scavenger. Third perk, put on Bankroll. That one is like one of the most important perks that you need because it's going to lower your score streak cost, and that's the whole method. We're going to be using score streaks. And then as a result of having the red and greens, you will unlock the Tactician specialty. Now, there's an additional perk that you can put on here, which is supposed to be Looper if you had Perk Greed. Looper, once again, you don't unlock it till like the very end. So it's like one of those, if you haven't used the permanent unlock token on that, then just go ahead and skip that. It's meant to help you loop your score streaks over and over. But with this strategy, I've been playing Nuketown 24/7. I sort of die a lot, so I jump in, get a couple kills, get eliminated. So I haven't really needed Looper. Now, the last thing you want to do is put on Scout Pulse, UAV, and Counter UAV, and you want to put on the Overclock that discounts them. So as a result, you will have Bankroll discounting them and then the actual Overclock, and that means you'll only need one kill to get a Scout Pulse and then like another kill and a half, and then you'll get UAV and then Counter UAV right after that. Now, the whole point of this strategy is you don't want to get them yourself by getting kills. You want to use everything else in your loadout. For example, throwing sight grenades, you get like 5 to 10 XP every single time you hit someone. You have your grenades that could get you assists or eliminations. Squad Link, that will get you XP every single time someone steps in it and does something on your team. And then also the launcher. So if someone calls in score streaks on the other team, you simply just look up, destroy them, and now you're starting to get a UAV, counter UAV. And then once you get UAV and counter UAV, every single kill that your teammates get will actually count as score for you. So what happens here is if they get an elimination, you get 5 score. And I tested this out. I pulled up the scoreboard, and as you can see here, I just stood still, didn't get any kills. I didn't have anything out except the UAV and counter UAV. And as my teams got eliminations, I ended up gaining more score. So this will definitely help you towards this event. And as a result from this, when you die and then your UAV and counter UAV are still up, they're going to generate you enough score to get your next set of UAV and counter UAV. And it's like a snowball effect to where you're consistently getting them. And remember, if you're playing a longer base mode like Domination or Hardpoint and you actually go towards the objective, you get like 1 kill and you automatically will get a UAV because you get objective base score as well on top of the eliminations that you get. So you're just going to be generating and farming all this score super quick. And usually Nuketown games, they don't last that long, like a couple minutes and you're out of there, and you're gonna realize like, wait a minute, I just got 10,000 score in like 10 minutes. So it's like you will be using the time that you have on the game in the most efficient way, and as a result, you won't need to play as much as someone who will have to play countless hours. And I realized that sometimes the lobbies will get crazy sweaty, and let me just give you an example. Even if the lobbies are absolutely sweaty, there was people dropping HKDs, dropping swarms, helos, and they almost nuked us. And I was at a point to where even my teammates started leaving the game, and I was still able to get 5,000 score simply by just destroying their UAVs, getting my own, and then calling it in, and then just keep repeating the process over and over. Now, I would have gotten a lot more score if my teammates actually stayed and then got me assist, with the UAVs and counters that I had, but as a result, it was like only me and like one other person in the lobby, but I was still able to get 5,000 score. So even in the sweatiest of lobbies, there is still a way for you to gain a lot of score. And I believe I had like 20 kills in that lobby while people on the other team had 100. someone had like 80 and I still had the same, if not more score than they did. So it's like a very good strategy. And if you want like the full details, you can check out that XP video that I did, but it's literally the same thing. I know some of you guys have probably already been doing it, but I would just recommend it for those of you guys who have never tried it to give this a shot and then just look at the score that you're going to get. But this is definitely going to be the meta and the way that we're going to have to approach these types of events if they continue doing them here in Call of Duty. But that is all that I got for you guys in this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this did help you out and if this does give you score, let me know down in the comments below. And if you have any better strategies that you want to give us an idea on, also let us know. But it's been your boy Chidzo. Thank you guys, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.